Damien met Emily his first day of freshman year, and they've been together ever since. While their relationship might have had a classic beginning, he wanted his proposal to her to be extraordinary. And while Emily had visited New Orleans in the past, Damien had never been here before, so he teamed up with me to put together the perfect proposal. One thing Damien knew for sure that he wanted was a lot of flowers. He's been giving Emily a bouquet of flowers every week for the entirety of their relationship. In order to figure out the rest of the proposal, I took a dive into who Emily is to figure out what we could do that would be unique for her. Emily is a very spiritual person into things like astrology and tarot, so we decided to do a fortune telling ruse. But I had recently done a tarot reading proposal and we wanted to do something different. So I suggested we do a tea reading, and as it turned out, Emily had recently gotten into drinking matcha and Damien likes to make it for her. So this was going to be perfect. The location we picked out was a classic New Orleans courtyard in the Bywater neighborhood. We needed to create a temporary tea room that would not only give us the vibe we were going for, but make sure that Emily couldn't see or hear what was happening outside of it. My original plan for the tea room didn't quite work out, so I had to rig it up inside of my house to make sure that we could pull it off. Once I knew that it was going to work, it was time to goth it up, which meant a trip to the prop house. I picked out antique furniture, candelabras, and other esoteric decor. This wasn't just going to be a ruse to get her into the courtyard, she was actually going to get a tea reading, and I wanted it to be an entire experience. When Damien and Emily arrived at the courtyard, Emily would go into the tea room with our tea reader Celeste, while Damien went to wait outside. We would have music playing plus white noise machines, so she would not be able to hear us setting up the proposal scene while Celeste got started with the reading. We would have 100 roses in colors of the sunset arranged in vases around a brightly colored rug. We wanted it to feel like Dorothy walking from the sepia tone of Kansas into the Technicolor of Oz. When we were ready for Emily, I'd signal the tea reader by changing the music to the couple's song. Then Celeste would hand Emily a custom tea box handmade by yours truly. The box would be engraved with a design combining both of their astrological signs, Taurus and Gemini. Celeste would ask her to open the box and pick out a tea bag. But when she opened the box and looked inside, she would see that one of the tea bags had a tag on it with a message from Damien. After reading the message, she would head into the courtyard where Damien would be waiting for her. The only small hiccup was that we had planned for Emily to go into the courtyard in one direction and she accidentally went the other way. But it was no big deal. As soon as I heard her behind me, I quickly repositioned so that I could catch her reaction when she saw Damien waiting for her. I really love how these photos turned out. Not only are they a gorgeous couple, but the juxtaposition of the dark and moody tea room and the brightly colored proposal are exactly what we were going for.